Non-fungible idiots, don't you know? Banging our heads to the rhythm of the code. We don't care about dollars or the shiny blades. We're just holding to zero. We found everything. Round tripping positions, that's how we roll. We won't make $1, won't sell a thing. We're the zero holders, our anthem we sing. Zero holders, our anthem we sing. Zero holders, we're the kings of the sea. The non-fungible idiots will live in the tree. We're all on the zero, it's our way to be. In the world of NFTs, we're wild and free.
Hello, guys. Happy Monday. Why you trying to kill our president? You know, just things I'm wondering. How you guys doing? Good morning. Yep.
Hi.
Yep.
Sometimes I like to not talk because I know Henry takes like 7 seconds to say anything. I just like to enjoy that moment for a second. So yeah, hey guys, good to see everybody. I hope you had a great weekend. This is what normal people sound like when they introduce themselves.
Hope
Hello.
the weekend was great. Yeah. Dude, it was cooking here. It was fucking hot out. We went apple picking and it felt like it was like middle of summer. Awful. Not like, didn't feel good. Didn't feel good, man.
Nice.
Yeah, not really.
Yeah, you see an apple pick when it's like you feel like you're like in like a movie like slave labor. You know what I mean? Like like you're just like picking apples for like because you're like forced to or something like that. But yeah, sorry, dude.
Felt bad. That's all I can say. How you doing, Henry? Everything good with you?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
You look excited.
Here,
No,
ask me-
everything's good here.
ask me.
Everything's good. Just
Ask me.
catching up on crypto, Twitter, and
Ask me.
whatnot.
Ask
Yep.
me. Yeah.
Joe, how are you, man? What's good with you? Are you good?
Yeah, good. Yeah.
Is he having trouble? Is he struggling?
Me or Henry?
Your computer looked a little fucked there.
Mine did?
Oh, Joe is trying to mimic me.
Gotcha.
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah.
Gotcha. Yeah.
Didn't feel quite on point, but
No.
Hey,
Yeah, I'm tired, dude. I woke up early today. My kid he woke up early today. It's just been a doozy.
God,
busy day, I'm sure.
A little under the weather today too.
Yeah.
God damn it.
Yeah.
All these things suck. Sorry.
Mudang. Dang, Mudang.
Yo, I bought a shitter. I bought another shitter. I'm happy with it. I'll share whenever I buy a shitter. This one's called Mudang. Mudang? Cute little fucking hippo meme. It's adorable. It's looking pretty okay to start. So
Where are you getting all this disposable cash to throw at shitters all the time?
it's not much. I think I started with 5 Sol.
Yes.
I think that was my last
Decent
one.
amount. It's like $600 into a shitter.
No. I put 1 into this.
In total.
I'm just saying I started with 5.
Oh.
So everything you've heard is all basically been that. And honestly, it's been kind of that easy mode, at least when I started, that was enough. But I'm definitely on my last shitter, dude, especially after what happened to Neiro. Neiro got fucked hard today.
Oh, did it?
I thought it
Oh,
got listed
dude.
on Binance.
Okay, yeah, that's what we thought too, and it did. Perps. So perps happened. The Neiro you saw today is not that Neiro. They took a Neiro with a $15 million market cap and listed spot trading for that one.
The wrong Neiro.
Yeah, so either it was a fuck up or it's like, dude, I see guys like Kook tweeting about it saying this is super fucked up. This was like insider shenanigans because they also listed something called Baby Doge, which has like a $2 million, like a tiny little nothing token. Something was weird that was going on, and people learned about it yesterday in private chats too. So there was like insiders were tipped off about it. It's pretty crazy.
Not cool.
Not cool. No,
Not
that's
cool to list that garbage, and then like you don't list any runes, including dog, right? Which
Right.
had almost hit $1 billion at one point.
Yeah. Now on Neiro, there's a warning that comes up. So, okay, so if you try trading that Neiro that's there, it tells you Neiro is not Neiro on ETH and will likely be subject to higher risk and price volatility. Maybe they listed the wrong one. Maybe they're going to list the other. I don't know. People are trying to figure out what's going on here, but like big old controversy. And I'll actually pull it up here. Neiro is at like I don't know. Last I saw it was still $160 million market cap or so.
Yeah.
And got wrecked after this morning.
The real one is that what you're talking about?
Yeah, the Neiro on ETH, which still
The one you bought, right? You bought that one?
Yes. Yep.
And it got wrecked.
Yeah.
Sucks.
Kind of. Now I'm not worried. I don't care. I think now this one does impact like long-term projections or predictions. If the other one remains and this doesn't remain on Binance, if they don't list this one, then yeah, that whole idea about the Neiro narrative. And this one had been established as like the leading one. That's gone if they just hand it to the other one.
They should just name it. They should change the name from Neiro to Zero, bro.
Zero. Yeah. Yep. That's right. It's bullshit. It's bullshit. But what can you do?
Thank you on that one.
Yeah. Lemon, what do you mean? Theme tune hits different at one point. Oh, you're speed running it. Hell yeah, bro. Actually, we got to try that, dude. I've never imagined our theme song, but run like 2x speed. I bet it rocks. I bet it's fucking awesome. So we should try that. Oh, heads up, guys. Not even heads up. Do the thing. Do the thing. Share the show. Like the show. Do that good stuff. We love that stuff. And if you want to join on X. As soon as the show kicked off, somebody requested to join, but it felt like a repeat of Friday, like a project that wanted to come up and shill something. So I didn't accept, and they're gone now. So we got to keep an eye out for that because I think that's going to happen a good amount.
Yeah, 8 biddies. That was interesting.
I didn't feel good about that. Just
my favorite part of it was Joe taking it very seriously and running through the corpo. Hey, let's talk about this for a minute. He was, he's like,
serious. I was serious, but I was also being like, tell me more about these actual biddies. You know what I mean? Like I was obviously taking it seriously, but I wasn't completely taking it seriously.
Yeah. No,
it felt pretty serious.
It felt more serious than trolly, but to me, it just is like, yeah, bro.
My thought on it was this, Hudah, is that, and this is not being negative to you. We've got to feel these things out. Like you said, we're learning, right? I think that it was too long regardless, right? Like, I thought there was potential to have fun with that, whatever that meant, if it was being mean to them or if it was like helping them or having fun with it, but it probably could have been cut down way more.
Yeah, trust me, I tried to rein that in and you just kept going. So I hear you. It was long. All right.
Isn't it kind of amazing that this many years in, people still think like somebody sat around, they thought like, I'm going to launch this. Like
that's why I think it was bullshit. I think it was bullshit. I don't think that was real in any way other than a rug. Like you can't say, I got to learn this space and I don't know what's what. By the way, I have a crypto. I have a token.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, come on.
I'm trying to learn NFTs, but I already have a token and I'm already ready to launch my NFT.
And
which means I'm not actually trying to learn it.
Yeah. I'm say that again, Henry.
I'm going to sell 69 of them for about $1 each. So the grand total is $69. You know what I mean? Like it was just like, okay.
Yeah. None of it made sense. Also, nice guy. And
yeah.
It was fun. It was fun.
Definitely.
All right. Let's look at crypto. Guys, there's a big old conference going on out in Singapore right now. It looks stupid's insulting. I don't mean it to be. Okay, there we go. Thank you.
It looks cringe it makes me question my own life choices.
What are we doing so wrong? Yeah, because I'll show you stuff out there. I hope you've probably seen it, but man, there's an award show out there rewarding KOLs with nothing but botted followers. Like it's not real. It's so
when we get there, we can dive in because
Let's do that. Man, there was so much that happened this weekend too, dude. It was wild. Henry and I got some good alien talking too, which was a lot of fun.
We did.
I'm glad that you got it done off the show, so we don't have to get it on the show.
Oh, well, luckily it was on show, just the weekend version.
Oh, yeah, that's fine too.
Yep, it was good. Okay,
market is looking great. Actually, it looks fine.
It looks
fine.
We were waiting to see how we survived the weekend. How do we perform on the weekend? How do we look Monday? It looks totally okay. Down 3.5%. That's Bitcoin there, just under 58K. ETH over 2,200, Solana 130, down 2-3-4%. Whatever, because rate cuts coming Wednesday. That's kind of all that matters right now. Is the rate cuts. I wonder what people are thinking. Okay, we were throwing around those, 50 basis points? Is that how you phrase it?
Yeah, yeah. But the distinguished gentlewoman from Massachusetts requested 75 basis points. So
I love it.
Let's see if she gets her way.
Gravity, if you're Gravity, if you're watching, what do you think of that? So we were throwing this around last week. We're like, maybe 50. We're hearing 50, and Gravity says, no, that'll spook the market. Definitely not. And then our girl, Elizabeth Warren, comes in and he says, fuck 50, 75. For our first rate since COVID, give us 75.
If it wasn't for the fact that it's just politics as normal, election coming up, wanting a rate cut, it's bullish. I mean, any rate cut's bullish. Yeah. So I feel like it's a good thing, even if their intentions aren't exactly, I don't want to say noble. It's self-serving. Like, cool. If it pumps the market, great.
Yeah. But there is a point where it does spook the market. Like 75 would be a huge adjustment. And people might be like, whoa, hang on. Why so aggressive? Does that happen? Because that's definitely what it sounded like could happen.
I mean, you know what? It's beyond my understanding, but I'm like, cheap money is usually, I think, a way more of a good thing than a bad thing.
Yeah, I don't know. We talked about this before, that like the economy is already trending towards, recession, stagnation, whatever you want to call it, and that rate cuts should have already happened. So being aggressive with the rate cuts, the outcome is already pre-written at this point. So I don't necessarily know if that's going to spook the markets or whatever, but being aggressive seems to be like we've already should have done it before. It's kind of like you need to, you have to do something before the momentum starts to go down. And so, I don't see it being a huge issue.
Market. Okay. So Gravity thinks the market would crash with 75 basis points.
Yeah. Because so some of this is priced in, a bigger cut. Well, again, it to me, it can make sense. And I don't know this stuff, but a much more aggressive cut, even 50 would be more than, I think was probably priced in. I think 25 was maybe 50 would be, okay, cool. Good times ahead, maybe, but 75 might be like, shit, what are they worried about?
Okay.
I mean, they were going to do 2 cuts this year. Then they were going to do 3, and then they were like going to do 5, so right. I don't know if it matters per se, but
yeah,
whatever.
I guess we're going to figure it out as we begin our journey on being macroeconomic experts.
Does Elizabeth Warren's letter play any I got to imagine it's really, I don't want to say really intelligent. Like Terrence Howard is probably part of the group that does this. Highly functioning, really intelligent people that sit around. Is it like, no, we're doing a 0.5 point, and then they get Elizabeth Warren's message, and they're like, hey guys, Elizabeth Warren thinks 75 basis points would be better, and they like go around the room and take a vote, and they're like, oh, okay, all of this thought that we put into probably these really complex things out the window. Elizabeth Warren wants 75 points. Let's give it to her.
I would like to hope it happens that way.
It would be funny if it did.
They're like, they've got their meetings, they got their economic advisors, they've got people from banks telling them and advising them all along the way, and we're like, we got it locked in. It's 25 points. It's perfect because this and this. And then again, Elizabeth Warren sends a note. She tweets. She sends a tweet. They're like, fuck it, boys, 75.
Is it just so she can save face and say she asked for more?
I'm sure there's something to it, yeah.
We're getting way too horny about Elizabeth Warren calling for, like you said, no one gives a shit. It's not going to do anything other than like it's a talking point for Elizabeth Warren. You know what I mean? Like no one cares what she's saying about it. The Fed's not going to take that into consideration when making that decision. It's just like,
Do you remember her videos when she was like having a beer during COVID? Like,
Yeah.
was that like
Yeah.
town hall? So cringe, dude.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
So I was going to jump to Farokh World Liberty. I'm going to hold that because maybe we'll hit the token 2049 first. Tonight's exciting though. I'm legit excited for tonight. You know what it is? Tell me this is corny or stupid or whatever, and it probably is. I'm excited for people that we've come up in the space with, like doing something big. You know what I mean? It feels like your peers. It feels like people like these are people we've known and interacted with, and it's great seeing them have success. Like I like Farokh. I think he's a good dude. I think
I mean, thinking of the interactions that I've had with Farokh, one time I went up to him and said, "Hi, my name is Joe. It's good to meet you." And I think he flipped me off and then told me to fuck off or something like that. So like that was my interaction with him. So
literally didn't happen.
no, that didn't happen.
My interaction was
might as
him
well have.
ghosting 2 panels he was on, one at VCon, one at NFT NYC, and then me calling him out on it at the Sandbox party.
Yeah.
Nice.
It wasn't like, I wasn't being a shitty person. I was just like, bro, show twice?
Yeah.
Oh, Henry, sorry, bro. I was busy.
It is cool though. It is cool that he's doing it. It seems real. You know what I mean? It's like, really?
Yep. Yeah. No. Legitimately. Yeah. Happy for to his point. Like happy for their success.
Yeah.
It just shows how far behind we are from accomplishing anything even close to that.
Yeah.
We could probably barely get Frank from D-Gods on our show, and he can get the president.
Exactly. No, it's a great point. Honestly, I use those as examples, as measuring sticks to say, are you doing the right thing? Are you on that path towards that? And no, definitely not. He's playing a different game, but that's his life. And he was a very accomplished, social media guy and influencer before getting into Web3. He was.
In the real world, I call them shooting stars. Somebody you hire and they're like amazing first 2-3 weeks. They're just like, oh my gosh. And then they just fucking.
We've had friends that said that he was kind of a shithead.
Who
remember this? What?
Me or
all of us?
I've not heard that.
No. Okay.
No, I know. Henry had told me the story about them being on a panel and him no-showing.
It wasn't even that. It was like when he. So I have no firsthand knowledge of this, but they would say that like Farokh would be like asking for ETH and stuff like that. Like when he first came into the space, he was like kind of like, "Hey man, can I have some ETH?" Like he was kind of like begging and shit like that. Other people and blah 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 blah. So.
I never heard. That's actually kind of cool.
Yeah.
For whatever reason, I like that. I met him at VCon. That is the one and only time it's the only time I left my house. But I bumped into him there, said hello. We shook hands. He knew Crypto Slam, thought we were awesome. Like it was cool to meet the dude. So that was my Farokh experience. So I like the guy. Definitely rooting for him. I'll be watching tonight. Anyway, we'll circle back to that. I do. Oh, hang on. No, I said we'll circle back to that. He was there yesterday when the assassination attempt happened. He was there. He was in the middle of the Secret Service check or being checked. It was right then. Okay, before that though, hang on. My browser's being kind of shitty. Let me see what I can close. Oh, I got the pond shit up. That's fucking with my browser. Here we go. Okay, before we get to that, what's the event? What is this thing again?
Token 2049.
Token 2049 award shows. Let's kick it off with, putting a spotlight on the biggest, the best, the brightest among us, influencers. Specifically, who's our best shitcoiners, alpha groups? Sybil. I don't know Sybil other than I hear that that's like a notorious rugger scammer. Award winner now.
Nice.
Fucking amazing. Absolutely amazing.
Award winner. Yeah.
Award winner. Yeah. Zach XBT had even highlighted them at some point. KOL award.
Oh, look at that. Dude, anybody who has got like the Academy Award style picture where they got like 7 awards that they like hold like in a basket of their arms on the red carpet, that'd be awesome. Like, oh, bro, I won the KOL award at Token 2049.
Dude.
I can put it on my resume now. It's on my LinkedIn. It
feels bad.
Yeah. It's absolute fucking trash, bro.
I'll take the shit from the other day. You know what I mean? Like the Solana girls. I'll take that over this because that's at least, I think, not hurting anybody.
I don't know what the Solana girls is.
Oh no! Remember Friday we were doing the influencer stuff, the girl
That
video.
was running around and
Oh, the Solana girl.
Yeah.
Sorry. Yeah. It's all the same bucket to me. Like it's all the same. It makes me question everything about what we're doing. Literally. I just sit here and think like, this is the space? Like how can you even pretend to build in this space when this is the space? Like this is like the audience of the space and these are the participants of the space. They're I say renting a plane and they're singing karaoke on it, like a bunch of, I mean, again, if they're all 20, it's different to me. These are like grown-ups. These are like adults that are past like the sorority frat house vibe. And this is what they do. They're all like sit around like this is the best shit in the world. It's just weird as fuck to me, man. It really is.
Yeah, actually, let me find some of those. I'm sure you've seen them, but definitely some people having a good time on the plane. Not my cup of tea. But okay, so that plane, that wasn't some like random all of it. Like, oh, you guys are on here too. Like that was a planned flight
was
with a whole
chartered.
bunch of DJs,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah, it was chartered, and it's
Can we hear it?
oh yeah.
You've heard this already or no?
Yeah, multiple times.
Joe,
yeah.
Joe, have you heard it?
No.
Oh, you're in for a treat. Okay, echo engaged.
Sorry, baby, just say yes. Romeo, take me somewhere we can be alone. I'll be waiting. All that's left is you to come. You'll be the princess. I'll be the princess. It's a love story. Baby, just say yes. Come on, shout out to everybody who's in Dr. Harris, baby.
10
Shout
hours.
out, bro.
10 hours of that.
Dude, first off, give me a fucking parachute. I'll pack my own in the future if this was the flight I end up on. I'm going out the emergency exit. I don't care. I'm on the news. But it would be like Joe, if you're
just trying to get me involved in this madness, huh? Go
okay,
ahead.
whatever. I was only picking you because I was just going to relate it to football.
Go
if
ahead.
I went to a Bills game and the crowd was filled with these kind of people, I wouldn't be a Bills fan anymore. I'd be like, like the Bills are cool.
I don't agree with you, to be honest with you. I think you would be.
No.
Yeah, you would.
No, I wouldn't be. I'd be like, if I watched it on television, I'm like, man, I love the game, right? Love watching football. I like the strategy. I like it. It's entertaining. And then I went to a Bills game and it was 60,000 of these people. I'd be like, oh, never mind.
By the way, he said, you be the princess, I'll be the princess. Baby,
Did he say that?
Say yes. It's like, dude, what are you saying? It's not the right words, and you just made yourself the princess.
Yeah.
Where are you going?
I would just be like, all right, man, I'm switching to Premier League. I'm finding a team like Arsenal or United. I've seen their fans, and they're fucking cool, and they're DJs. And
You said that about Republican Party that you don't get along with the people that are there, yet you continue to be in.
That's fair, bro. That's very fair.
So
I don't have a rebuttal to that, Joe. You might have just got me. You might have just got me. I'm thinking though. No. You're just right.
Yeah. I don't want to be in that plane either. Where's the structure? Where's the
fasten seatbelt sign?
It's even worse.
Where's the Karens?
It's even worse. There's so many videos like this that I'm just like, dude, Dubai to Singapore. Oh my God, man.
Joe, but I picture a younger version of you would be into that kind of thing.
I mean, trust me, I could get into singing some Taylor Swift. There's something too chaotic about that. Like, I like to be the guy that does something that's kind of like, oh, that's silly. And there's a couple people doing that. But like, if a whole fucking plane does it, it seems uncool when there's too many people doing it.
By the way, younger Joe, it's fine for younger Joe. It's fine for younger Henry. It's fine for younger Hudah. But if the three of us were on a plane and it was a bunch of people our age, maybe slightly younger, doing the same thing, I think I'd be throwing out haymakers. And I'd be like, fucking knock it off, dude. Like, you're grown. Like, do some grown-up shit. You want to take shots on the plane? Fine. You want to have some good music playing? Like, okay. But like,
am I rich? Like, here's the question. if I'm rich, am I on that plane? And maybe I'll just be like, all right, let these people do, you know what I mean? Like, meaning that, like, if here's the question, hanging out with those people means that you're surrounding yourself with people that like somehow make you a more successful internet guy. Maybe you do that, right? Like maybe you just swallow your pride and just say like, okay, I'm gonna hang out with dipshits for the next however long.
Yeah. Here's how I know the orbs aren't real, by the way, because if they were, there is little to no doubt in my mind that that plane would be vanished.
Would have got orbed.
Gone. Or yeah, like if there was ever a plane that should have been orbed, it's that one.
I would love it if the pilot like had no idea what was happening, hears that shit, and he's like, "Fuck this," and points the nose straight at the ground.
or he's he's like, nope, not happening, man.
Yep. No, would have been great. Yeah. So this guy won an award, and then this dude Waz points out he goes to his YouTube account, and these are the kind of comments, and I get these on some videos if you put certain terms, and it's all bot replies. But all his replies are like bot replies. I guess like no, what is it? Like common followers between accounts. Like all his shit is botted. None of it's real. None of it.
Well,
show a picture of the guy. Want to see who it is?
There like 10,000 active people within the space?
Oh, okay.
This is the guy. Yeah, it's whatever it is. Joe is tiny. It's not big.
That's what I'm saying. It's tiny, and then like the people that actually do things within that space is even tinier. And then there's a whole fucking award show where there's people that I have no idea who they are that don't do anything, I'm assuming, other than like maybe pay to be in these things. Like, is that what's happening here? Like, I've done the VCon prep, like inviting people, doing my research. Like, I just don't know where the fuck this shit's happening. Like, what is going on? It just seems like maybe it's a bunch, like it's one big clusterfuck, and these guys are all in on it, and they just do this sort of stuff. And
it's a participation trophy. It's like, to me, like that's what that is.
All I can hope is that we get nominated for an award. This show,
I'm so happy.
This show gets nominated for the award. They pay for our shit to go out there, and then they're like, "We will be a sponsor on your show," just so we have to deal with it. I'd be curious to see how we would deal with that if we were forced to be involved in it.
Yeah, it reminds me like every year.
Go ahead.
I was gonna say every year, like the local paper comes around and they have like the best of in the county, right? The best pizza, the best wings, the best flooring store, the best this, and you can pay to be featured in the ad, and then if you win, you pay to get your plaque, and it's right. Literally just marketing on their end and advertising, and that like none of this crap is real. None of it's real. It's all just pretend so that guy can get dressed up in his, $300 outfit, send his picture to his mom and his family. Like, look, see the crypto stuff I'm doing. I won an award. That's what this garbage is. And it's garbage. It doesn't do anything for the space. Just gives these people an excuse to spend money and go party.
I like it.
I hate it. I'm starting a new space.
Like here's the thing. How many crypto shows, Web3 shows are there in the space that have any sort of following, right? Like we have to have been on someone's map on some point. If not, like we have to be getting close, sort of, right? I mean, like, why not? Why?
Because the reality is we don't try hard.
Well, yes. But it's got Crypto Slam on the fucking thing. Like my point is that like if you're doing an award show about like let's say Web3 web streaming or something like that, like we would have to be involved on some level.
No, there's a ton of people with little things on their screen. By the way, Hudah, I don't mean you as far like you put the most amount of prep into this.
You're right. Hudah does suck, and he's a small little.
No. Everything you are saying, I say the same. I agree.
We talk about this. If the three of us were like committed in a larger way to like really pushing it, coming up with our segments, and we're all doing show prep, and we're bringing on guests, and we're expanding our audience through orbs and aliens and politics and other things. I have little doubt that we could actually pull a decent audience. Honestly, I think if it's entertaining enough for me to show up 5 days a week, I genuinely mean that. Like, to show up as much as we do, I show up because it's fun. And
people like it, dude.
When
People reach out all the time. They really do.
After the nifty FOMO hour, name 3 shows that are more that are bigger than ours.
Well, what about like Leap's show?
Yes.
There's a ton. Tyler's show, the Lucky Lead, right? I think that's Tyler's show. There's shows on like like blockchain specific, like even the Say What guys, their Spaces has hundreds of people live.
What is that?
Say what?
Yeah. Hang on. There's some others. English's show. English had 1,000 people concurrently, last week with this thing. There's some great shows out there. Like, they're really good. They're entertaining. And I'd say this one, if this one reached its potential, would be as big as any of the biggest ones out there. I believe that.
Whatever.
So,
Whatever.
I'm
sick. I'm done sticking up for our show in a positive way, only to get fucking drowned out.
We have reached our potential with what we put into it, and I'm happy with that. But if we wanted to put more and do something more seriously, this show would get to that next level. But it does take that next thing. So,
well, we've already done so much bullshit with it. We went from your NFT channel to this channel. Yeah. Like, we've already done a bunch of fucking crazy shit. It was like,
that was hard.
Of course, it was hard.
All right,
let's you see that I just saw this, that the SEC sued
Flyfish Club.
Flyfish, yeah.
Flyfish Club. What is that?
That was Gary V's. I'm not saying it was Gary V's. That was the club in New York City where you got like benefits if you had.
It's an NFT. You get access to the restaurant. It's a restaurant for some really prominent chefs and stuff like that, and restaurant owners. And Gary V was involved with it, I guess, allegedly. And then I guess it was supposed to be opening this month or opening up in New York City really soon, like this month, next month, something like that. And so, I just saw it right on Twitter right before we hopped on, a bunch of people saying that they were being, asked to destroy all NFTs, not accept any royalties from the future, yada, 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 yada. So I did see that. It's interesting, and I don't know.
This is a really old article. This is from 2022.
Yeah,
announcing it. It rings a bell now. I didn't realize that was still going.
Yeah,
but
Henry, what are your thoughts on that? Doesn't it? My initial, without even thinking, was that like it doesn't even seem like a security. It seems like an entrance to a fucking club. Like,
I think it's massive overreach, but I think it's ridiculous. I think they look at it like you're providing a benefit. And again, didn't we talk about this the other day with like rec guys? It's like you sold an NFT, and I guess they could view it as a security because there was the expectation of profits through the efforts of others. You expected that your NFT would go up, because it's what do I think? I think it's ridiculous, dude.
It just seemed even more so that this, because it's got the membership, I haven't put any real thought into it, but like it seems like this even less than most other things it would be considered a security.
It almost reminds me of like Costco. Like they build I guess maybe the difference is that Costco exists, and I'm making this up. I'm just totally speculating. Costco already exists. You pay for access there, where it's like maybe this was being funded, bootstrapped by the money they made off of selling these. I remember
your point with it. I think it does. There was some element in one of their cases or one of their suits against one of these projects. They mentioned fundraising somewhere. There's something to do with that. If you're raising
capital raise is a big part of it.
Are you saying that the Costco membership fee isn't going to fundraising the running of the Costco business?
Well, I guess the big difference is like when you buy a Costco membership, there's no expectation of profits.
Why not? Like, here's my thing: is that like
because you can't resell it?
Yeah, that's true. I mean, yeah, that's true. Okay.
But I still think it's. I still think it's stupid. Did they get fined $750,000?
I don't know what they got fined. I didn't see the penalty.
It's kind of nuts, though. It is.
It is kind of nuts. Why them? It's so random, the ones that you find out about too.
it's kind of like they go for the easiest ones. It seems like you know what I mean, or maybe people, maybe it's whoever's accepting charges first, or you know what I mean. Like I don't know. It is weird. It is weird how they're picking and choosing. All right, I want to just mention this real quick because this is the biggest mint to come in easily weeks, but probably months. It's one of the bigger mints of the summer here. But the Taproot Witches. There's been whitelists that are going around, big communities out there. I know Kong's did I think a whitelist for this. We got the mint details today. This is coming up in 2 days. So this is coming up on Wednesday. Very nice price, 0.0015 Bitcoin. So really nice price. These probably cook. Can these get, Henry, you think these get to 0.01? Did you see that?
Yeah, no, I could. Yeah, they're selling right now in like Exaverse for I think around $300
Nice.
for the whitelist. So yeah, I think they could.
So you got a 4x right there, basically.
Yeah, I correct me if I'm wrong. This is just art, right? Like there's no.
Yeah.
I say point. So I would imagine it does what a lot of projects do. It runs up to whatever, it levels out for a bit, and then it starts to go.
Yeah, I love that. All right, it was like Taproot Wizards, and then of course the next iterations, like you just see the light bulb going off for whoever was doing this, like witches this time.
It's the same artist, right?
Different artist. So the artist from Taproot Wizards is Far.
But, oh, dude,
yeah, but this is the artist who did the Cat VM coloring book thing, the roadmap or whatever, that tutorial thing. So it's somebody with a connection there for sure.
Okay.
Yep.
Yeah, I guess it doesn't matter if it's the same. Like the art is the same.
Yeah, definitely inspired by it's it feels part of the same family, and it'll cook just because of that. Just because of that.
Question.
Yeah.
Isn't all of like if Flyfish Club's getting sued, right? Isn't all of this securities at this point? Like, can everybody just get sued now?
If fundraising is the criteria, then yes, almost across the board, yes.
Yeah.
Unless you've just released PFP and there's nothing else to it, you just do it for fun. It's a collectible. But if you use that and say, now we're going to build something, like I still say Yuga Lab saying we're going to build the metaverse, and you're using the funds that were raised from a sale, I think you're in trouble. And that is 95% of NFTs.
I think even if I'm speculating a bit, but I feel like even if you're just selling it without any utility, that they could still make the same kind of argument.
Yeah,
because they can say there's the expectation of profits. So you rose money, they invested money. There was the expectation of profits. Even if there wasn't like a, their definition of an ecosystem, it's pretty loose, I think. I don't think they fully defined it. So the ecosystem can be like, you got a Discord, you have a Twitter account. So like people expected profits based on your efforts, even if that's just tweeting, if that's, comments you made in the Discord. I think it's just super, super loose.
Do we know if Flyfish Club is complying with the requests?
Yeah, I would. Well, so their undertakings. This looks like a settlement. So, what's that?
It's a settlement.
Because they're requiring them to destroy all the NFTs in their possession, custody, or control. Publish the notice on their social media and website. Remove all links to crypto asset trading platforms from the website and social media channels. Turn off royalties, and assist the commission staff in the administration of a distribution plan, including any and all efforts to distribute to affected investors. It'd be nice to read the whole
refund.
thing.
So it sounds like a refund that they got to do, which this reminds me of Stoner Cats and the other one.
Did you guys get refunds for the Stoner Cats, by the way? Like, I did not.
No.
I didn't try. I think there's a process you have to go through.
Yeah, there's a process. I don't know what the fucking process is, but
yeah. This is why. But again, if the fundraising thing is that criteria, what puts it over that edge, most NFTs are in trouble. Most.
So annoying.
Yeah, it's not good. It's not good.
Trump
I wonder if it's only like if you put out a collection and said this is it. It is just a collectible. I wonder if that's the threshold when you're okay. And that's it. No, nothing else. Not used to. I don't know.
I mean, I don't think it's a surprise that they picked something that has some. When I say relationship, I might be wrong on this. I remember at the first VCon talking with somebody about the club. They might have been one of like the co-founders, or they had something to do with it. And yeah, I guess in the end, like going after things that are in the U.S. or at least have a easy link to the US, or and especially if there's like a name like a Gary V that's even loosely associated with it, is probably a win for them.
You know what? I think that like, I bet you, and I don't know this, but like, because I feel weird. It's like if I'm associated with Gary V a little bit, and then he's associated with this, so I don't like to like make statements on this sort of stuff. But like with most of these, like the Ashton Kutchers and like all that sort of stuff, like I almost feel like there probably was a little bit of like relief and like, okay, let's just be done with this whole situation and not deal with NFTs and not deal with the dealings with the community and yada yada yada. And they're like, it's probably almost like a relief to say fuck it at this point. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like it's like giving them a parachute, to get the fuck out of here. So, well,
do you think the restaurant still opens?
I think so. Yeah. I think like I said, I think it opens this month or something.
Yeah. Well, the funny thing is nobody cares.
In what sense? Who's nobody cares?
I just mean, like, I think the space looks at this and they're like, yeah, whatever. Like the SEC going after another project.
Yeah.
Yesterday's news.
Yeah.
Whereas 2 years ago it was like, oh my gosh.
Right.
Now everyone's like, yeah, it's ridiculous and who cares?
Yeah. Flyfish Club might be open already.
Ah. Yeah, Farokh.
It's badass.
Mar-a-Lago.
It's cool. It's pretty cool.
Yeah.
I still I usually say I might stream, like when there's events going on, and I've not done the debate and I didn't do whatever was before. This I might do because the other ones I could make a case I wasn't expecting. I was hoping crypto would be talked about, but I didn't think it would happen. This is a crypto event.
Right.
Like, this is about crypto. So this I might stream today. I'm definitely listening to it, but yeah, might actually stream it because it's interesting. We get the World Liberty DeFi platform announced, and then hopefully Farokh, pokes about Bitcoin policy.
What dicks had to be sucked? What vaginas had to be licked for this guy to get to this place in our fucking scene? I know that you guys, and my point is, and I sort of hint on this with like our show a little bit, but like, I guess what I'm saying is I don't put that many people above us or myself in the space. Like, granted, I actively try not to get Twitter followers. I actively try not to be friends with many of the people in the space, but like, I'm sure I could have like networked at VCon and yada, yada, yada. But like, I don't put that many people higher than us. I don't hold them in high regard. And I don't even think that they don't look that impressive in any of the things that they do. They're not that much higher. They're not fucking sweeping floors on some monster level and yada, yada, yada. I guess I'm just like fucking shocked that he's at where he's at. And I'm wondering how many dicks need to be blown and vajayjays need to be, lavished in order to get to this position. It's fucking insane.
I don't know. Obviously I don't agree. I don't agree with the take. I think there's a fuck ton of work that has gone into building out like the Rug Radio ecosystem. They had a bit of the first mover advantage, right? They were one of the first to really get a daily show and spaces going, and they built that big ass audience, right? Go ahead, Joe.
Yeah, well, hold on. Can we talk about this for 1 second?
Yeah.
There's let's talk about the breakdown, and I guess we'll use our show as an example, right? If you go to Rug Radio on YouTube, can you please go there and put it up?
Yeah, I will. I don't know if that's going to be a good comparison, but yes.
Let's just do this for my example. You're talking about how he's huge in the space, right? We're talking how he's huge. He's built this great audience, all that sort of stuff. So you saying that, you would think going to his YouTube channel, his subscribers would be monstrous, right? He's got 4,270 subscribers, and then go to videos and let's see what he's pulling. 91 views, 81 views, 158 views. Go to the lives. Momo R yesterday, 300 views, 375, 400. Okay, we got this. Is there any arguing on the numbers on this one?
No, not at
So
all.
let's go to do you want let's not even use Crypto Slam. Let's use your inside NFTs.
Well, let's do Crypto Slam just to start.
Okay, let's do Crypto Slam.
SlamX. There we go.
So for subscribers, we already have more. And this isn't obvious. And you using SlamX, obviously SlamX had a ton. What we originally did would have way less, but we'd have more. And then for views, so 167, 233, 600. I guess we're looking at ours. There's not the monstrosity that you were talking about when he had 400. He had 91, 81. So like you're saying that he's got like this monstrous show and this huge audience. Now go to Inside NFTs for which I think
it's on X, right? I mean, his audience is mostly on X.
Yeah.
You're absolutely right. But I'm just saying that's my point in a lot of this. What would you like?
Yeah, you're not like, oh, he's got like 2 million subscribers and
exactly
300,000 views on a video.
Yes, and if you look at Rug Radio, sometimes he'll have like 4,000 or 5,000 views pretty consistently on his shows, which is amazing. But I'm just saying that, like,
it's funny if views mattered a lot, right?
Yeah.
The difference between 4,000 views, 1.6K versus 300,
right.
You're like, oh yeah, he's got a lot more. But if it was 1.4 million views versus 1.2 million, you'd never look at that small gap and be like, oh yeah,
right. And when we're talking about like, oh, he's got like 5. Like, can you go on one of his? So he 1,000. 1.2 or this former hour 1,000 tuned in, whatever the other one was. And I know that we don't have that, but we have had shows that we've had over 1,000 views on.
Yep.
And so this one's got like 23. This is great. Like, this is really good. And I'm not taking anything away from them, guys. I'm just trying to say, you guys bash me when I'm saying, like, you said, like, he's got this fucking amazing, huge fucking audience. Like, arguably, our YouTube is as strong as a lot of the stuff that they do, or slightly below it. On X, they obviously are doing much better, but I'm not like freaking the fuck out about it. Like, I would not be shocked. We've had shows that had higher viewership than them. They do it more consistently. They have bigger views. I'm just saying, he's fucking seeing the president tonight. We're fucking loser motherfucking dipshit assholes. And all I'm saying is that, like, it's not that far away. That's all.
Hey, if the argument is there's a great opportunity, I'm with you there. I think it's close, and I think it could happen.
You and Henry are both saying, like, he's got a massive fucking, like, that's so overselling and underselling us. It's unbelievable. If he's got the president tonight, we should be fucking hanging out with, like, Elon's, like, president of his company or some shit. Is all I'm saying.
Yeah, I gotcha. I mean, I don't think we're super far off as far as like what we think about the thing, but also there's still a separation there, and like deservingly so.
But to Joe's point, we should be able to get B tier. We should be able to get.
I know we could right now. Absolutely, right now we absolutely could.
It's so
let's see. Could we get on Kellyanne Conway?
Yeah.
It's not even that. It's like, I feel like I'm fucking losing my mind a lot of times. Like, we're talking about like this monster show. You literally said like he has a monster audience, Hudah. I think that's what you said.
Yeah.
His YouTubes do not. No, he doesn't compared to ours.
No. You need to think in context of how many people are there out there in this space. Let's say, I don't know how many. Let's put it this way.
Sure.
It's less about the numbers. It's more about what's the percentage of the people out there. What percentage of that is he pulling in? And it's a huge percentage compared to what we are. Let's say he's pulling in 50% of the entire, NFT community.
How can that possibly be? You're saying the numbers are not the numbers? Is that what you're saying? I don't understand. And Henry, can you jump in here?
I said context is how many people are there even to pull from that are interested in NFTs and crypto. And it's not a big number in that he is pulling a significant percent of those people.
How is that? My point is that, like, he has 4,000 subscribers on YouTube. Okay, and then inside NFTs, when we took over, when our show started, Edge is so right. Like, this is what triggers me, and I'm so sorry. We can move
Love
on.
it.
But like, we had like 700. Hudah, and it was Hudah's YouTube page. We had 700 subscribers on there when we started our show. I'm not saying it's just us. He was doing a bunch of stuff, but we had about 1,900 within a month or two. Like, we fucking went up over 1,000 over 1,000 subscribers, right? So what are we at now? What's there now, Hudah?
It's just under 2,100.
We have half of theirs, right? So you're muted. If he has the president, we should get whatever we should have the vice president on our show.
We don't try. We don't
try.
try.
That's not the point, Henry. I'm saying that, like, he's got half the.
Like, it is a point. I feel like it's a valid point. You're never going to get anybody if you're not trying to get them. Like, maybe we could. Maybe
nobody's handing it to you. They're going out and getting these things.
Yeah.
You know, like, it's not like, I agree. We could get all those, but it's the difference between the two is one of them is actually going and getting them.
Yeah.
But what am I doing here? We have almost the same amount of views on YouTube as them. Okay.
Yes.
Can we say that that's true?
Wait, say it again. Almost what?
Almost the same amount of views per video as they do.
I mean, it's not far off, but again, yeah.
Okay.
I don't think it means anything, though.
Okay. Well, then nothing means anything, I guess, is my point. I need to check out of this
I
one.
think you're overstating how much that matters over there because it lives on X.
Wait, here's your saying. I'm saying this. Looking at the numbers from X and YouTube, we are pretty close to what they're, and you're saying, like, but if you got to take the percentage of the community of the thing, then I'm like, well, how don't you get that percentage by the numbers? Like, isn't that a direct correlation to that?
No.
Or someone watching some invisible viewership that we just don't know about? Like,
let's pretend there are 6,000 people in the entire NFT space who consume content.
Okay.
3,000-4,000 of those tune into his show. A couple hundred tune in here. That's the difference.
Sure.
He's got 50-75% of the entire space tuning in to his show, and we would have 2%. That's what I mean, just as far as the context.
Well, I hear you, brother. I hear you, and I think that you're writing off when I said they're having more consistency viewership on their show,
but also they try.
That's the big difference. That's all it is.
Yeah, I mean, look at Henry. Henry's voice is not even matching up to his
exactly. Like, yeah, bro, I'm listening to you and I'm drawing this.
Exactly.
I mean, they try. This is their whole gig.
Yeah, okay, that's fine. Let's move on from this. Like, I don't know how you guys don't get my point on this one.
I know. I totally get it.
I think you're wrong, though. I
know you think I'm wrong, and I'm saying that, like, I might be off, but I'm not that fucking far off.
Joe,
what
with
ultimately is your point? Like, maybe I need to hear what's the point you're trying to get across.
What's my point?
Yeah.
My point is that we look at Farokh and Rug Radio as the pinnacle and, like, this out of reach sort of thing, because, as you said, they have a massive audience.
Well, let me stop you there. Out of reach thing. I don't think it's out of reach.
Whatever. You said it's a massive audience. Okay, right? And so when we look at YouTube, we arguably could probably have a very similar subscriber count if we didn't move to SlamX, even though our SlamX subscribers, which not really ours, is almost, I don't even know, like quadruple theirs. And then they get 300 to 400 views on their videos. We get about 150 to 250 on ours. That's you're talking about viewership. That's about 50% of theirs. Okay, that's mathematically.
I'm yet to disagree with you on anything.
Okay, good. If you go to X, which I think is the most important from your argument's sake, they get consistently now, but even before in the past, they didn't get as much as they had. Like, we might get what do you think we get consistently on viewership on X?
Let me think.
Because we definitely had thousands, 500, 600, 1,000.
Oh, dude, especially in that market, like, that was a special time. I know there's part of the argument or points are that, like, this show was a big draw during a time of that channel's life, inside NFT specifically. And I agree that it is, but I think the bigger factor is still that was the hottest time of the year. And man, you get crazy numbers. Because
let's take it in the worst of times. In the best of times, we have similar to theirs, similar. Let's say we get 25% of the viewership that they do, since they might get 4,000 and we get 1,000. So let's say 25% of the community would view ours. In the worst of times, we get what, 300 views to their 3,000 views, right? Which is mathematically, what is that, Henry?
10%, right?
10%. That's not that fucking crazy, is my point.
No, and I still agree with you there. I still agree with you.
Well,
I think, again, my ultimate point is we've got the biggest fucking opportunity, and I would hate to waste it, but we got an opportunity to be a Rug Radio or a Nifty Show, and either of those, I put us on par with them if the kind of work goes in that they're putting in.
It bothers me when we're like, oh, it's like they're fucking got. If they have a massive audience, ours is like we've got a pretty big audience. Like that's all I'm saying. Like if we're using those words for him, mathematically speaking, we're kind of we have 50% of the viewership on YouTube, 10% of the viewership on X. Someone might want to be like, the president shouldn't go on that one. But, there should be a lot of people fighting for that 10%. Or if you do the math on it, it would be like the 25% of the viewership on that channel. You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, all of that to say, if we made an effort to do some of these things, we would just be infinitely better than what we are now.
Okay.
I agree with you.
Yeah.
I think the
potential. We're all on the same page.
Yeah.
Well, okay. I don't know.
No, go ahead. I want to find where we're disconnected.
No, I'm just saying, we're not disagreeing. You went from Joe. You're completely wrong on this. He's got massive viewership. Then when we look at the math and we look at the numbers, it's really not that monstrous compared to ours, and that's all I'm saying. Like sometimes you're like, Joe, I think you're overstating us, blah 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 blah. I'm like, no, I'm just saying.
Well, 10 times higher is still like a pretty big number. 10 times higher, 10 times more views is still a lot. Absolutely. And also, I think it's crazy achievable for us. Crazy achievable. Within a few months. I think that's doable within a few months, is to make a significant catch up.
Here's my question: would you rather have a higher audience viewership on X or on YouTube?
Right now, X matters a lot.
Really?
Yeah, I think like to the point where I'm like, I think it probably, like, as an experiment, I wonder how it would look if we don't do YouTube at all and only do it on one X channel and then push that. Yeah, I think X is all that really matters for now.
Interesting.
Yeah,
because YouTube I would think would be more valuable in general. But
I used to, but then I see these guys, and especially people on Spaces, they only do a space and they get paid, I don't know, $1,000 a week for sponsorships and stuff. YouTube doesn't even factor in. So,
Henry, how much do we get paid a week?
Dude, it's been a couple weeks since I checked, but I think it's about the same as like 3 weeks ago.
I think we get paid 25% of what Farokh gets paid on Rug Radio, right?
No. It was less.
Okay. Just curious. Okay.
Yeah, it was less. But at least it's been consistent.
Yes, it has been very consistent. Yeah.
Well, as long as everyone's happy.
I'm happy.
Unfortunately, I will not be. 7 o'clock. No, I'll tune in at the beginning.
8 o'clock your time. Yeah.
Oh, 8 o'clock my time. No.
Yes. Yeah.
I refuse to turn off Monday Night Football for this. Yeah. Not for Trump. Not for the rug of because I don't believe in what he's building, even though I don't know fully what he's building. I don't need it. I don't believe in it. I think Trump entering into the DeFi sector isn't, to me, it's not bullish. It's bullish if he supports crypto. I don't think he needs to be building in crypto while he's running for president.
Well, I'll say this though. No one makes a scene or a environment more fucking chaotic and crazy and distrustful and throwing everything out than Trump does. So maybe after he gets involved in the crypto space, like everything just goes to fucking shit and everyone throws their hands up like no one's going to regulate this anymore.
The thing is, like, he has the opportunity to be a real champion for crypto. I feel like he could support Bitcoin. I feel like he could support policies that are bullish. I think he could support regulation that could be bullish for crypto. I don't. It's just hard for me to actually look at it and be like, yeah, man, Trump running a DeFi. Oh my gosh, look at Edge. Holy shit.
Hey, that's fucking nuts, bro.
I mean, damn. Wow. Is that real dollars?
Thanks, Edge.
That's pretty badass.
I mean, Edge must have got some money, bro.
Yeah, did you get have a winning
$50?
trade?
He fat fingered it.
He did, dude. He did.
49 cents.
He meant, yeah.
It's supposed to be 0.99. Yeah, sorry, Edge.
Thanks, Edge. That's
Dude,
super kind of you.
No,
Damn.
Bob, I can't stop it, dude. No.
Yeah, we did not. I swear, we did not complain in order to get tips. I'm sorry.
No, but I like it. If this is the modus operandi, I subscribe.
Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah. No, I don't think we need Trump heading a DeFi protocol.
Yeah.
Nutsos. I don't even know what to do with that. But thank you, fellas.
Why is the music playing?
Because
we'll do that when there's
it's been so long since we've gotten tipped that Henry forgot that we always play the theme song to anybody that that tips us.
Dude, I think you're right. I think that the tips don't need to come in, and I forgot what it's like.
Absolutely.
Was Bob paying for the N word, R word, F word?
We don't have those passes to give out, unfortunately.
That's funny.
But damn, appreciate it, sir. Both of you guys. Very nice. Very, very nice. I don't know where to go from here. I think that's it.
Do we have bullish, bearish?
I got a couple. I do have a couple. Farokh, if you're watching, good luck, sir.
Damn, we didn't even get to talk about D-Gods today.
We didn't talk shit. We'll do D-Gods tomorrow. That'll be a conversation for a while.
Yeah, I would say that sometimes I'm not fudding Rug Radio, not fudding all those other places. I hope he kicks butt tonight. Hope he I hope it's a really cool interview, and I hope that it propels him to even greater heights. So, yeah.
Hell yeah. That we definitely agree on.
Yeah.
Okay.
Prediction is I think that the interview is going to be choppy, discombobulated, and nonsensical. Not because of Farokh. I think Trump is not schooled enough on DeFi to actually talk about it in a meaningful way.
Do you think that is it just the spaces or is it like video?
It's video too. It's both, I think. Yep. It's definitely video as well.
Interesting.
Could be cool.
I wonder if Farokh is experienced enough to be able to handle a Trump that derails all the time. I'm just curious, like if Trump starts talking immigration shit.
He's not going to talk. He's not going to talk about anything interesting that Trump's going to feel bad about. He's just going to be like, he's probably going to be sucking his dick. You know what I mean?
You know what? I hope Farokh has looked at Polymarket and he just tries. He's like just for fun, he pokes Trump and asks if he's ever heard of a milady. And then Trump says the word milady, and then somebody makes some fucking money off this. Like,
do you think Farokh's going to be like,
yes,
GM, man. Is he going to do that whole thing?
I think he might. He's got to keep it on brand. He's got to do a Rug Radio. I think he might.
Does he do yo? Or is that?
That'd be cool if Red Guy was there if they double teamed him.
Yeah, they just three-weight his ass.
Yeah. No, I think he'll do something cool. I got a feeling he's going to throw us a bone here. But we will see. All right, I think I got bullish, bearish lined up here. Let me double check. I think I got some okay ones today.
NCM.
I think he's going to crush it too. Just a feeling. All right.
I don't think he's Henry to answer your to answer your question. I do not think that he's going to. I don't think he's seasoned enough to make it seem like an interesting interview period, regardless of whatever they talk about. I don't think it's going to be that interesting.
Yeah, I'm hoping. I'm pulling for him.
Yeah, me too.
All right, here you go. Number one, Nancy Pelosi purchased $17 million in Intel options this morning. How you feeling about Intel?
Do we know that they do that this morning, or is it like one of those things that
they have to disclose it?
Yeah, don't they have to? They have to disclose it. I thought it was like a month later or something like that, though.
Well, I'm pretty sure they have to disclose it before, right? Or is it after? Either way, it's just typical Pelosi politic bullshit where somehow she's the right place, right time.
Well, Henry, to be honest with you, don't most politicians do this?
She seems to have a knack. People have put together like a ranking. They've taken all the senators, all the politicians, and they've actually they've scored them. They've ranked them based off how well they've performed, like in the market. And she's up there, but she's not the best at it. There's others who, man, they got a high batting average.
Yeah, I think that I could be wrong, but I'm bearish on it in general, but like if it's legal and they're able to do it, I guess I'm bullish on it and letting us know that if you should invest, maybe you should invest in it. But yeah, bearish on just politicians in general being able to do this shit when they're writing policies with these places.
Yeah. Man, her trade volume is $137 million.
Yeah. Like, I think most politicians are doing that type of shit. And I think Nancy Pelosi is just known. It's kind of like, known that she does it. So everyone just kind of causes a fuss whenever she does.
All right. Echo alert.
I'm going to piss.
Oh, you got to be here for this one.
Okay, go ahead.
No, it's all good.
House of Wings. I don't like that. Come on, get the dancers back. Drop, you know our wings will make you happy. Drop in, you know.
Anyway, Bob, thank you again.
Bob, clutch. Bob coming in clutch. We made $75 today, boys.
Yeah, well, yeah.
Yeah.
Bullish on the whatever. This is stupid.
No, I'm not. I'm bearish on that fucking douchebag.
How do you feel about this weekend?
What happened this week? Oh, was that on the golf course?
Yeah.
Same thing. I don't want fucking people to be shooting at people. It's just it's a symptom of the disease of people being too into politics. I fucking hate it.
Yeah, I'm with you. It sucks. It's stupid. X is being a bitch. Like X is like not loading some stuff. So I don't know if I can get through all these. We had a big old sale of Trump.eth. 48 ETH. Is that the biggest ENS sale we've seen in like years at this point?
Been a while, I feel like.
Do you think Farokh bought it to give it to Trump?
Oh, that'd be cool. Yeah, maybe.
I bet you.
But
I
don't know that Trump would care.
Do you think if we lost all what's it called? Like what's like your goodness, your ethics. If we lost all of our ethics and like just pushed the show as hard as we could and everything in on Web3 that we could do, that we could just fucking crush hardcore ass.
In like where? I think
in general, just like fucking like the show could be huge. The fucking our pockets will be huge.
Yes.
Like fucking.
I don't know about pockets. I've actually tried thinking through what is sponsorship weekly and monthly and whatever. What does that actually look like and equal? It'll take work, but I think it can. I don't think it'd take long if we time it to happen in the bear market that I still think is coming. I think, man, I would hate to blow the opportunity that's here for the next 12 to 18 months.
No,
because after that, then we're dead. Market's going to be dead. Probably, who knows? But I think we could crush it. I do. I like these other shows. I like ours a lot. And I'm like, dude, I'm usually extra harsh on myself. You know what I mean? And if I didn't think ours had potential, I would say it. I'd be harsh on it, but I'm like, no, I think it's a special thing.
Yeah.
So
our audience thinks I look like a lesbian though, so it's kind of hard.
It's
true, and it's true. So
at least you don't every day.
No,
you look good. I can't pull up the one I really wanted to do, so we'll end on this crazy fucker. Echo alert. That's fucking nuts.
Yeah,
this video is what anxiety looks like. Perfect. Yeah, bullish. That guy's awesome.
Bearish.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
That's fucking crazy.
Do you guys? I learned something today.
What'd you learn?
Maybe you saw this tweet. Why were chainsaws invented? What were they initially intended for?
Chainsaws?
Yeah.
You're asking us. Oh, okay. And it's not to cut down a tree, I'm assuming?
No.
Was this to torture people?
You're close, but not quite, but close.
For surgery.
Well,
Yes.
so that's what
Yeah?
I was.
Surgery.
What I was going to
Yeah.
say, Henry. I didn't know we got. I didn't know we got rapid fire answering it.
Yeah, then you can cut in line. There's no rules here. Yeah, well, if you could, hey, you can really win. You could walk away with a win if you can nail what kind of surgery.
Oh, what kind of surgery?
Yeah.
Amputations.
No.
I'm gonna go with
Cranial. No.
I'm just gonna not talk because every time I start, he starts.
Talk right over him, Joe. Go ahead.
Well, I'm
Lemon. You're actually way closer than anybody else has been.
how about pregnancy?
Yes.
C-section.
There you go.
Wait, the chainsaw was invented for C-sections?
For childbirth, yeah. Yeah, they would cut the pelvis open or something.
Oh, God.
Yeah, there you
Must
go.
have been a different version.
It's smaller. It's definitely smaller, but it's still a chainsaw. All right, final bit. Ashton Forbes has pretty much zeroed in on the person he thinks is the one who leaked the orb video. This is Edward C. Lynn, who's in prison for very cryptic stuff, very cryptic for being a spy. But I guess they did really awful shit to him in prison, and none of it makes sense. And he is our leaker. So just so you guys are aware, we'll dig into this tomorrow. And I have good news. Good news. Luckily, Trump wasn't hurt yesterday, and Kamala also safe in stable condition after an attempted interview. So our girl's okay. Everybody, sigh of relief. Woo! She's gonna be okay. Guys, have a great evening. Maybe we'll be live streaming the Trump interview tonight. I doubt it, but maybe. But if not, hopefully you enjoy it. Maybe we set up a little group chat anyways if we're watching it. Anyway, hope the evening's awesome, guys. We will see you tomorrow. Thank you, by the way, you very kind fuckers today. Edge and
Bob.
Bobby.
And there was another one.
They're both Bob. Two Bobs and one Edge.
Oh, two Bobs and an Edge.
Maniacs.
Sounds like a start of a joke.
Yes. Two Bob. Yeah, I like it. Anyway, appreciate you guys, all of you. We will see you tomorrow. We'll see you guys.
We're the non-fungible idiots, don't you know? Banging eyes to the rhythm of the code. We don't care about dollars or the shiny blade. We're just holding to zero. It's our everything. Round tripping positions, that's how we roll. We won't make $1, won't sell a thing. We're the zero holders on anthem we sing. Zero holders on anthem we sing. Zero holders, we're the kings of the sea. The non-fungible idiots who live in the tree. We're all on the zero, it's our way to be. In the world of NFTs, we're wild and free.
Damn, I fucked that up. I was trying to get the lemon dancing thing. Where was that? Hang on, where? I gotta find our little fucking things.
My friends.
I gotta go.
Oh, well, I gotta go.
Bye.
Have a good night, Henry.
That's how
I found it. I found it.
You don't have to go, Henry.
I have to go do an estimate, and then I gotta get home for Monday night.
Dude, your day never ends.
Who's
Literally.
playing tonight? Who's playing tonight? Buffalo?
No, Falcons and Eagles.
Interesting. Well, that's a good
Falcons and Eagles. Yeah, should be a good game. Kirk Cousins, Jalen Hurts.
game. Yo, did you hear that Caitlin Clark
Hell yeah.
liked the Taylor Swift endorsing Kamala tweet?
That's right. My girl.
All right,
Also set the scoring record for a rookie. Also set the scoring record for assists. So
yeah, maybe you need to start
the scoring record for the whatever.
The Saints are not winning the Super Bowl throne. No, sir.
What are they 2-0? And everybody's like,
Oh yeah, not with David.
No,
Carr.
are they 2-0 or are they 1-1?
I
No, I think
I think
yeah.
they're 2-0.
yeah, they're
It's
I guess
it's hard. It's hard to judge anything in the early, like the first 2 to 3 to 4 weeks of the NFL season anyway.
I think the NFC has a hard time stacking up to the AFC right now.
Man, Dolphins.
Although Isaiah Pacheco.
Pachenko.
I
thought it was Pacheco.
Yeah.
You see that fucking Chiefs game though? The refs basically just gave that away.
Dude, what a shit call. I don't even care if it's pass interference. It's a shit call on 4th and 16.
It's unbelievable.
Egregious pass interference. It's like, that's just a Chiefs call.
And didn't they get a personal foul? Like, I didn't see the call, but like, didn't who got called for?
That was Jamar Chase.
Yeah, for yelling at the ref.
Yeah, that was like with 10 minutes left in the 4th. Yeah, he was yelling that he wanted a flag, and dude, there is definitely a weird thing with the refs and the Chiefs. There is. Yeah. Anyway, gotta go.
I'll talk
See you,
to you
boys.
Bye.
See you guys. Have a great night. Mwah.